And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Run.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they're able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Got three down.
Looking to throw on second down. Cameron. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's right.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Gun! Over! Detroit! Gun!
Going on third and long. Cameron. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey. Single.
Put it up. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
20. Hey. We got 4 down.
First down, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense?
Here we go.
Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
Hey, boys, we got
nice
4
effort to knock that one away and bring up
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
We got 3.
An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Check 37. Gun. Do some.
Throwing again. Get his target, Samuel. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Double tight. Great.
No. 3 down.
Set. Right 88. Fight to the 3. 45, 45. Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right
there. First and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Come on.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch that. Great. Come on. Great. That's it, baby.
Near the goal line. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Hey. Motion.
Now they'll run on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, a kick shot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Carolina is lined up for kickoff. Number 84, the deep return man.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Double tight.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Cameron. And throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey.
On 1st down, Cameron. Left side taken in by Meredith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
All right, now, lucky 56.
4 yards on that last
56.
completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Cameron. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? Great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown!
DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers quickly to 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball.
Check.
If you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Give it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw in 2nd down. Cameron flushed out right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go.
Now, lucky
Don't make
56.
something worse
Lucky
than what it
56.
was.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cameron flush to his right. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Look at the spin. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Move.
It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
Crash.
A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Cameron. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
That's it, baby.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Cameron escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
4 down.
Run it with Kamara, and he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Run.
great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score.
That's right.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
Hey,
and that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
We got
to throw on second down. Cameron. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, that was a fraction of a second because he caught it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Even.
To throw on third down. Cameron. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Good job.
In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Here comes the Saints punter now. As he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Hey. Alert.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah,
Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
We're going to set 780.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Hey! Gun.
Play action. Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Get that guy got some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gun. Hey.
Throwing again is Newton. And his pass incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Come on now.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Gun.
To the air again, Newton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal.
Tight end right.
Again, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And now the Saints get set to trot out there and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. All the way to the defense.
We got four down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey!
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Eight!
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on now.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They'll come out in the pistol.
180.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check 52.
Great.
Slam.
Great.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
White 33.
3 down.
Hey, get right there.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
They're coming. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Hey.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, you got to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30
now, lucky
56.
Lucky
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Gun!
From the gun, Cameron. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
On the play fake, Cameron. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Oh, eluding the tackle. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. You know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Great. Three down. Hey.
Newton. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position,
Gun.
a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing out 3rd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a field goal unit. And Gano's kick is right through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He spins free. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Single.
Again on 2nd and 10. Newton. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really play. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes you just take
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent
now, lucky
of running
56,
out the wrong
lucky
door
56.
and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We got 4.
Cameron. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
You don't want no problems with me.
Back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. But that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Play action. Cameron sliding out of the pocket.
Let's set a tone.
And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining.
All right,
as
now,
they
lucky
burn one
56.
here in
Lucky
this third
56.
quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and
Watch
2nd
it now,
down.
Barney,
Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Joker. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Crunch time.
Detroit!
59's Mike, 59.
Detroit!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return will stop right around the 25. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just use a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Check right there to 3.
On 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So that one will be accepted.
They don't want it.
Here we
So
go.
it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Woo! Let's get it.
20. Hey. Do something.
Newton now to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Let's go.
Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage and take it to 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they're ready to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, Cameron. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. What's that? It wasn't an interception.
You're a nice guy. That's kind of savage. But and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do
All right, now,
because
lucky
ordinarily
56,
the
lucky
safeties are
56.
back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Back to throw. Cameron. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Look at hot.
Now on second down. Taking a shot for a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting on the jeopardy right now.
Left side complete. That's Charles. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Hey.
Waiting for the gun. Cameron. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Check, 55.
Detroit!
55.
On first down, Cameron. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Blitz.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw on second down. Cameron, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Yeah, baby.
It's third down.
Yeah, baby.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Alert.
Gun!
From the gun on third down. Cameron eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Oh, a nice spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now look at him go. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Woohoo! Interception! Woohoo!
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano out to kick this one away. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
The throw on 2nd down. Cameron finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. 4 down.
From the gun, Cameron. And that is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
3 down. 3 down. Hey!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Now he'll let it go deep, right? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And they picked up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
On 1st and 10, Cameron. And now here's another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more.
In the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. We'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage fields early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Cameron. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Reuben Foster in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Gun! 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 Gun!
4 down. 4 down.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
Throwing on third and long. Cameron. Flushed out right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get more rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him through the first. Looking to throw. Cameron, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Brandon, if you're not rooting for the defensive team, that was a fun play to watch. 4th down, all the throwing lanes are
Detroit!
covered, and this guy says, let me do it myself, and shows off scrambling ability. The Jaguars can't teach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Motion.
To throw on 2nd down. Cameron escaping the pressure right. Looking low. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pulling on 1st down. Cameron throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field really generates points for the offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the
All right,
word
now,
go.
lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Check.
Time for a break.
Detroit!
To finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Detroit!
4 down.
Detroit!
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 3rd down. Cameron firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there. In the 4th quarter, they got it done.
A lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stuff to get it done, as you noted,
Here we go.
did.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Cameron got his man complete over the middle. That's Chapman. And they'll get this one pass midfield.
All right, now, lucky
before being
56.
stopped
Lucky
just before
56.
the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit!
First down. Cameron eluding the pressure right. And it is caught at the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the Cameron.
Four down.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys.
It's just something to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10.
Hey!
Newton's going to throw it. Fighting through, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe just looking at it from a fantasy perspective. More points for everyone.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.